Hi, I am Taylor Christie, and I am an account manager for the anesthesia division. Professionally, when any job that I've ever looked for, the biggest thing that I wanted to do is to make a difference, which usually to make a difference, you have to grow in some way with the company. And so that was the biggest thing when I came to Consilium is I asked them what the path was to grow, and everyone that I interviewed with started as, in recon or as a recruiter account manager and has moved into some of them were partners. Some were seniors, divisional vice presidents. So that was the biggest thing looking for a company. I wanted to be able to grow within the company. And it was funny, when I started with Consilium, I came in and I actually interviewed for both a recruiter and an account manager role. And I trusted in them. I said, which one would I be better at? And they hired me as a recruiter. 6 months down the road, my DVP, John Moberly, actually sat me down and was like, you know what? I think you'd be a great account manager. And my response was, I trust you completely. Which opportunity will I have more of a path to grow in? And he said an account manager. So that was how I made that decision. And it's crazy seeing the goals that people create when they come into this company, whether it's, hitting senior in a year, becoming partner down the road, any goal that you tell someone at this company, they believe that you can do it. And they have faith in you and they'll do anything to help you meet that goal. Before I started with Consilium, I used to manage and coach for fitness studios in the area. And so my biggest thing too is growth driven also, I guess, personally is, keeping a healthy lifestyle and growing in terms of, I go to Orange Theory. So if I can get my mile time down, if I can get a lower, split time on that rower, a big thing is I push myself to go at least 4 times a week. And it's funny, it's something that every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, I leave on the dot because I have a class at 6:30 and everyone knows, don't bother Taylor if it's past 6 o'clock because she's running out this door. And then also just building a family here that's not direct family, so a family away from home, because all my family is on the East Coast still. So really trying to meet people that inspire me to be a better version of myself, and that I can help them be a better version of them as well. Definitely a desire to be better, to better yourself, you have to be able to learn from your mistakes. You have to be able to accept the fact that you are going to make mistakes, and that everything isn't going to always be easy. We actually did a Ted Lasso theme last week, and he has a quote, says, be a goldfish. A goldfish has 10 seconds of memory. So if something bad happens, if you call a provider and they say, no, I don't have any availability and yell at you, take 10 seconds to forget about it and then call the next provider. So it's really just having that mentality that it's not going to be easy, but you gotta push to make it there. So I guess one goal that I set for myself when I joined Consilium is I wanted to be senior within the year. And so when I made the transition from recruiter to account manager, I didn't push that back 6 months. I said, okay, I'm still going to do it within a year. I'm just going to do it in 6 months instead. And so with that, it was really seeing, pulling the numbers and seeing what I needed to do. If I was 20 days short, I was going to find a provider that could give me 20 more days to make it, within that 6 months, which I will say I finished my senior run last month. So I officially will become senior in under a year. But definitely, if a recruiter's not passing a provider to you, go out and find that provider if you have time. Take any matters into your own hands that you can. And definitely staying organized. That's a big thing, especially on the account manager side. You have day-to-day. Today, for example, I had a provider call me, say they want more money, getting that client on the phone. At the same time, we're credentialing a provider for a start on Monday. And that point of contact leaves at 4, so everything has to be done by 4, and then you're also trying to find new providers to fill current jobs. So having a plan each day for what needs to get done and your top priorities, and then going from there. Growth driven, become better today than you were yesterday. We are driven, we are committed to growth, we strive for constant improvement. Consilium will invest in the growth of each individual, and each individual will invest in the growth of Consilium. Each day we push to be better than the day before. Together we all improve. Incremental and consistent growth will achieve tremendous results. I'm Taylor Christie, and I am Consilium.